Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to today's premium review in which we are taking a look at the XF5F Skyrocket, a plane that has been in the game for a long time but has been quite the rare plane as it has only been available now and then, and the other day you could get it again in this event, and well, let's see what we got, shall we? The plane has good climb rate. Even though it doesn't have web, running without web just does give it good climb rate. You can get up there, only I do say that missing web is a terrible thing for this plane. Just like the XP50, it is a terrible downside as you cannot choose the moments where you want to have increased power, and this can be detrimental, and it also the reason why many planes can actually keep up with you, because they do have web. Now in this dive we lost our wing. It was a brilliant start to this match, and I decided to bring the plane back to the airfield and see if I could land it on these two giant engines that it has, because that saves your ass when you're damaged, right? I mean, if you have to land this plane with the wheels, with the gear out, then you've got a problem. But yeah, you can land the plane on the engines. Fantastic, as we almost died to a bomber bomb there. But not quite. Anyway, we get repaired and we get back into the game. Decent acceleration on the plane, especially in a dive. Okay energy retention. The maneuverability is quite good for a dual engined fighter. Heavy fighter, as we say. This is not a heavy fighter, it's a very light plane, and it has arguably the best maneuverability of a dual engine fighter. But the maneuverability isn't great against single engine fighters, and you will notice this very quickly. You can play around with them a little bit. This plane has good combat flaps. It really works well to add to the maneuverability of the plane. But even with that, the plane is not maneuverable against the more decent energy and turn fighters. You are absolutely screwed when you face them. In a dive, this plane does have a nice maximum dive speed, 750, but many other planes have that as well, and this plane has the added, well, I wouldn't call it benefit, but has the problem of some severe control stiffening above 600 kilometers an hour. Thus you do not really use that maximum dive speed a lot, as it often guarantees you a crash into the ground if you do not have enough space between you and the ground. This can be very bad. So as this plane basic role is boom and zoom, that is a really big downside for it, because the top speed in the dive, the effective top speed in the dive, is around 620, 630, and then you should really start pulling out of the dive, because otherwise you might crash it. Now the armament is another thing that you need to take into consideration as a downside for this plane as a boom and zoomer. The plane only has machine guns, and it has two 50 cals with 200 rounds per gun, and also has 207.92 millimeter machine guns with 500 rounds per gun. So that's pretty limited. Even the ammo load on the 50 cals is limited with 200 rounds per gun. That's the same as on the P43, and that ammo load was also limiting, so this is even less 50 cals with the same amount of guns. A 3.3 battle rating is absolutely atrocious for this plane, I would say. With the bad armament, no web, the bad lockup above 600 kilometers an hour. The plane also overheats, and with very stiff opposition, I think this plane would be better suited for a 2.7 battle rating, to be honest. I think it would be well in its place there. It will still face some stiff opposition at a 2.7 battle rating, but at a 3.3 battle rating you will face G55s, Wolves, A190, A4s. You will face G2s. It's just, if you think about the opposition this plane can face in up tiers, it's just absolutely terrible. And at its own battle rating, the opposition is bad as well, and it is even outclassed by some of the planes at a down tier. Like the C202 can absolutely play with this plane as it comes from altitude. It is much better as a boom and zoomer, much better flight performance, and we are basically at its mercy. But thank God we have an ally in our general vicinity here, but otherwise this would have been a terrible situation. As is, it is a terrible situation. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about this plane. I've had some fun matches with some nice shenanigans, like landing on the engines there. And but all in all, it is satisfying though to get the kills in this plane and to get good matches in it, because it is a challenge in this plane, I have to say. Can't make much more of it in that sense. There comes the Volgori, and he actually peppers my engines, putting them really in the dark orange already. We're trying to shoot up to him, but he turns around quick enough. The roll rate is much better than our roll rate on that thing. And we are stalling out with the damaged engines. We are really screwed here. Without our ally, we would already have been dead most likely. But thank God our ally is in the neighborhood. He is positioning himself while he was focusing on me. And yeah, we can make our way to the airfield if we manage to get there. But the moment we decided to do that, the P40 here we go for the AB match. As we have gained altitude, the climb rate is alright, but there's a lot of planes that can still reach your altitude as well. There's a lot of good climbers at 3.3 battle rating. As we get into a scuffle with this key 27 here, who we really outturn, which is quite nice. I don't know if that guy is faded, of course, but this plane is obviously as a premium plane. And we've got a P36 coming in that is gonna challenge our altitude. Now in AB, of course, the plane is a little bit more maneuverable. It sits with a decent rudder, but not spectacular. The elevator is quite good. Maneuverability feels a lot better, of course, with the added performance boost in arcade. But the guns are just as disappointing in AB as in RB. Although 50 cals of course work, and especially if you get within 500 meters and use them, they are fine. But in AB you face some stiff opposition in the guns section, and you really need to finish off planes quickly in AB to keep your momentum going. As we get attacked by a Ju-87, which I try to spot but I can't find right now. So I'll continue to focus on the A36 Apache, and we try to get him out of the sky. Now it is telling that my best matches that I'm showing right now were on down tiers. Because like I said, this is for me, this is actually the battle rating the plane should be at. 2.7, 3.0 max. 3.3 battle rating is too high for this plane. It has no business there, to be honest. Doesn't have any single advantage that could be classed, that it could be classed at 3.3. But yeah, so we're doing good in these matches, but in up tiers I have been brutally shut down a few times without any chance. Outgunned, outflown, you know, it's just it's not a lot of fun, this plane to fly out, I have to say. It was quite disheartening after the Heinkel 162 and this plane and the Su-6. I've had some challenging planes in the last few days to fly. Yep, and it's time for me to fly something good again to get my fun factor back. Because you have your moments, right, in any plane, but it can really grind you down if you have those up tiers in a row, 3-4 up tiers in a row in a plane like this. After the Heinkel 162, which was already tough as well, I was like, okay, let's fly out a fun plane, a plane that is actually good at its battle rating for the next plane. I need that. But yeah, I'm still alive, and like I said, I did have a few fun moments. So the JU-87, let's see if we can get him down as our 7th kill. Yeah, we got a crit on him. Now we need to finish him off before our tickets run into the ground. Let's see if we can manage that. Now you need a lot of time with these guns on target, especially in AB with the damage models being a little tougher and stuff like that. But we got him, and we got 7 kills in his match with a first place in the team. Unfortunately, our team lost. Let's see what kind of rewards we got for that performance. We've got Survivor, Terror of the Sky, 51,000 Silver Lions and 5,100 research points. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now look what has arrived in the meantime. Oh bloody hell, patch 1.73. Oh, you got me, I'm excited. Let's go for some friends. No, wait, this is the conclusion of the XF5F video, so we definitely got to focus on that. But I am excited for 1.73. Let's go and fly some baguettes. Soon, you can expect them soon. But yeah, the F5F is an interesting little bugger. It's an ugly duckling, and it also performs like one. I think it would be better suited for a 2.7 battle rating maybe. There's still very good planes out there that will give it a run for its money there. But at 3.3 the up tiers are terrible. At the same battle rating, I mean look, you can even see in this lineup a few planes at 3.3 that are much better than this plane. There is actually no reason to fly this out with a 3.3 battle rating, as there are so many other planes you can choose from that are superior, way superior to this plane. But still, if you're looking for a challenge and you want to fly something unique, then this is definitely a fun plane to fly. And me as a collector, I always like to have everything. This is just a fun little bugger to look at. It's really an awkward looking plane, but at least you can land on those engines, right? we found that out. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. I want to thank you all for watching and expect some baguettes soon. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.